And now for the really, really scary looking ones, combining variables on both sides, distributive property, simplifying, combining like terms, everything all in one. The idea is just be patient, think about what you're doing in each step, and it's nothing really more difficult than just combining lots of things at once. So first thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and simplify whatever I can simplify. So for starters, that's going to mean distributive property on either sides of this equation. So let's go ahead and distribute what we have. Be careful right here that you're distributing a -2 when you multiply. So -2 times -x is a +2. And then -2 times +7, oops, there's my x. -2 times +7 is -14, or plus -14, minus 12x. Next step, I'm going to switch colors. I want to go ahead and combine any like terms I have on the same side of the equation. So this 2x and that -12x can be combined. Now be careful and remember that since these are on the same side of the equation, on the right hand side, all we're doing is combining like terms. A 2x minus a 12x is a -10x. We're not trying to do this like, you know, add 12x, like we're not moving across that line that separates the sides. So we're not doing that step, although I see people do that from time to time. So let's bring down what's left over, that -14. On the other side, there's really nothing to do for now, so 15x minus 24. Look, now it's a question like we just did, variables on both sides, so let's combine those together. You can move variables either way you want to. If you can kind of think ahead about it and move things so variables stay positive, that might be easier to do. So I'll add 10x to both sides. 25x minus 24. Those will go away, is equal to -14. Notice that minus sign is coming down as a negative sign. And look, now it's even an easier equation to solve, so keep going with what you've already done all along. So let's add 24 to both sides of this equation. 25x is equal to 10. And at this point, we're going to divide both sides by 25. Now, here's another time where people make mistakes. They're so used to getting a value bigger than 1, they always want to divide by the smaller number, and so people try to divide by 10. But that's not at all what we're trying to do. We're trying to get rid of this 25 that's being multiplied by x. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 25, or divide both sides by 25. And if that means my answer results in a decimal or a number smaller than 1 or a fraction, then so be it. I could get an answer a few different ways. 10 divided by 25, if I simplify that fraction, I'd end up with 2/5. That's probably the answer I would put. If you're using a calculator and want to go for a decimal, then go for it. 0.4 would be where you ended up. Here's one other problem you may want to try on your own to see if you've got it. I'd pause the video and give that one a go. If you let the video run, or just check your answer after you unpause it, I suppose, you'll see all my work pop up. So hopefully you ended up with an answer of -1. If I can be totally honest with you, I know those are really hard. I was looking back at the notes, my notes that I made as I was doing that problem, and I realized in my notes I actually made a mistake in that problem. So anyone can make mistakes on those. Just be patient, take your time with them. You can do it.